Hey, what's up? Gary here. Super excited for this episode. I think this is going to be a really good one. Talking about something that's near and dear to my heart and probably one of my most treasured pieces of guitar memorabilia in my collection. And that is a one-of-one ESP Customs static guitar made for none other than Wayne Static of the band Static X. Absolutely love Static X. Grew up with them. Wayne, amazing guy. I met him multiple times. He was always so humble and such a nice person in general and super, super talented. But at any rate, obviously, Wayne passed in 2014. Rest in peace, as did his wife a couple of years later, which was really pretty tragic. And it was not a good situation. But this guitar, and I'm going to go into some of the history about it in a little while, it basically came about into my possession by the fact that these folks passed away, which is, again, really super unfortunate. But after they got some of their legal things handled after Tara passed away in 2016, their estate basically was taken. They cataloged everything, and then there was an estate sale that happened in Kentucky. I think it was early 2017, if memory serves. And when that happened, Alvin Spolunda, the person that I actually worked with to be able to purchase this guitar, went to that estate sale, bought some of the pieces that were there, including the guitar that I now own. And eventually he kind of decided, you know what, I'm going to let this go to people that appreciate this guitar more. But he's an ESP guitar ambassador. So he had a lot of connections to be able to not only pick up this guitar, but to dive into some of the history. And he's helped me to source some of that history, as well as I've done my sleuthing and double checking to talk to some of these folks too, to validate its authenticity. And it is authentic, which is freaking amazing. I'm so stoked to be able to own this piece of history and also this amazing guitar, because it is so incredibly cool. And it captures the essence of Static X. And I'll tell you, I'm going to play a song in a little while, cover-wise. Every time I pick up this guitar, it just feels Static X. And man, you put it through the right configuration and tones, it sounds like Static X. Now, granted, obviously, every guitar player is going to sound a little different, but I got to tell you, every time I play them, I got to pick this guitar up. It's got to do it, and I just feel it channels through every single time when I play it. So rest in peace, Wayne. So happy to have this piece of your history, though. And I love to maintain and keep it together. And I play it. I don't just box it and keep it in the closet. Now, granted, I do a lot of the time because I obviously want to protect it. But no, I absolutely love this thing. So quick story. 2018, I purchased this off of Alvin, as I mentioned. He's a ESP guitar ambassador. He worked to be able to basically help me with, let's see, who is it? Chris Cannell, Wayne's later guitar tech, as he was working through Pighammer and then eventually in that last album and tour. He's also an ESP branded ambassador, as well as a guitarist of Deicide. So I've reached out to him, told him some of the story, showed him some of the pictures, mentioned that I purchased this guitar off of Alvin. He was able to tell me, yep, I've seen that guitar, I've held it, I've done some work on it. I can absolutely confirm that looks to be it. The serial numbers that I had on other pictures, that's looking correct. I also worked with Ryan Dominic, which was an ESP guitar luthier at the time, that actually helped in the shop when around the bouts of the time in 2007, this guitar was being built. And he was able to also confirm that's the serial number. I remember that guitar. It was really cool. The guys actually came out when they were on tour and checked out some of the facility and did some of that before we built it. So there was some history there that I was able to gather too, which was just really cool little tidbits to hear that story of how the band went through the actual custom shop, checked it out, talked with them, did some of the mock-ups and sketches while they were there, eventually submitting that to be able to be the guitar that was built and now in my possession. And then finally, Eric Fincher. Eric Fincher was Wayne's earlier guitar tech too, and he was also very keen on being able to know this. He was on tour with them at the time when they were checking some of this stuff out and was able to confirm some of this information as well, which was completely awesome. So great to know that this guitar is actually what it says it is. Now, when was this built? So this guitar was built in, I think it was early 2007. So early 2007, the custom shop received the order with Wayne. He did some of the mock-ups with them and did that. And then they were able to put this guitar together because Wayne was going to be running his Static series, LTD artist, series of guitars, which ended up being an Explorer and a Flying V. You can see I have the Flying V LTD version here. I do not have a Explorer style of the LTD, but why would I need it if I have the original, right? So without further ado, this is the one-of-one ESP Custom Shop Explore guitar that was built specifically for Wayne. This is what I have in my collection. This is what I'm going to play in the song that's coming up pretty soon. I absolutely adore this guitar. I'm totally open. Any comments, questions, anything else you have about it, I'm more than willing to be able to answer those. But so happy that I have this in my collection. You'll see it in a moment with the song. I love Static X. I love their music. I've loved them since '99, and this guitar definitely means a lot to me. One other thing that I did do after the band has now come back with some of their tribute shows, when they first started that first leg of their tour in 2019, I went to a number of those shows. One of them happened to be ending in Seattle, and that was about the time that I was still living in Seattle and kind of doing that. So I had the ability to have Koichi, Ken, and Tony be able to validate this guitar because they've seen it as well, and they knew exactly what it was as soon as they opened the case. Not only that, I was also able to get them to sign the back compartment of it, which is super big. I think that's a great way to be able to have it. Obviously, it's a print on the top headstock with a Wayne signature, but I feel like because of the fact this is built for him and it's one-of-one, that counts. So in my opinion, this is also signed by all the original people that made this amazing music that I absolutely love from Static X. So this isn't just for Wayne, it's for us, it's for the legacy, it's for the entire band. I hope you enjoy the cover. I know I'm going to make some other covers along the way, and I've played plenty of Static X, but this song's pretty great. I love it, and it was a lot of fun to make. So enjoy.